Damos por aprobado el documento.
At long last, after endless through-the-hours wrangling, a resolution. But despite the celebration, many say this document is watered down and very weak.
This is an incredibly weak decision. So we came in here thinking that we were going to get a pretty ambitious text. We had some commitments, we had pledges to the Green Climate Fund, you had the US and China announcements and so on. And instead what we got was a half-baked deal.
There was nearly no agreement at all. The third draft of the text was rejected out of hand by developing countries.
We feel this text needs a little surgery, and we would like us to put on our gowns, our scalpels, and carefully insert a few vital organs that need to be incorporated in this agreement.
Outside, the dismantling began, but it seemed the conference would go on and on. Loss and damage finance for poorer nations had been taken out of the text. The US wanted it to stay that way.
We have no time for lengthy new negotiations, and I think we all know that.
While the endless back and forth took its toll, the developing countries worked on the words. China and the US, who in disagreement over the state of the text here in Lima. In the event, it was a small victory for the developing nations, and the fourth version of the text won the day.
We do know that we must address climate change. We know increasingly that we can address climate change. And with this COP and moving on to Paris, we cement the fact that we will address climate change.
This conference was hosted by one of the countries worst affected by climate change, from melting glaciers to widespread deforestation and all its implications. With that backdrop, the Lima conference was all about charting a roadmap for a global treaty in Paris in a year's time. Given the optimism there was before this conference, Lima has been a disappointment, but it's been saved from failure by some last-minute hustling. There is still a lot of work to do if Paris 2015 is to be successful. Nick Clark, Al Jazeera, Lima, Peru.